Hi, so this reading is for Scorpio. Any placement in your chart, Scorpio. That's how we roll here, because everything is energy, and I read energy. So let's go ahead and get into this. So this is a psychic tarot reading, which all my readings are psychic tarot readings. However, I was told to title my reading a psychic tarot reading. So I'm going to go ahead and try to pick up on the energy of, it could be a connection. It could just be messages for you, Scorpio, whatever wants to come out. I really feel like pulling out of this deck. So this is the Karma Oracle. So Scorpio, when I got into your energy, I heard this song by Tears for Fears, and it goes, something's happened and I'm head over heels. I think it's Head Over Heels by Tears for Fears. It's a band from the 80s. Anyways, so I feel like that, Scorpio, some of you have come to the point where you're reevaluating different situations in your life. Could be a romantic connection, could just be, it's honestly like head over heels for a new beginning and a new you is what I'm hearing. It's more likely this reading is going to be about why oh you. So let's go ahead and get into this. So we have Mercury, and then we have the 9th house, which is Sag energy. So Scorpio, I feel like that the messages that are coming out, I feel like that for you, it has to deal with, I'm hearing exposing yourself more as far as when it comes to how you feel about different things in life, as well as how you approach things. I feel like for you that you're also beginning to, it's a little bit of better talk towards yourself, because for some of you, you've been struggling with self-talk for quite some time, such as you could have been, I'm hearing, berating yourself, degrading yourself, and honestly not really giving a fuck about where your life goes. I do cuss here. I channel best when I'm comfortable. Anyways, so when it comes to this connection, though, I feel like also that there is a reason about why it could be a connection. It must be a connection, but I feel like it's mainly the connection with yourself. Okay, I feel that because if you look at this card, do you see how it's like eye to eye? I feel like it's connecting your higher self to your lower self in a healthier way than you've done before. For some of you, it's like you've done psychedelics, and because you've done psychedelics before in the past, it has led you to bring you to where you are now as far as, okay. So here's the thing, is that you can go ahead and you can do psychedelics to open your third eye, and you do have some like trippy experiences and whatnot. Or you can take the time to meditate and work on yourself and open your third eye that way. Sometimes we have accidental third eye openings that crack us wide open. And I feel like for you, Scorpio, if this resonates for you, I feel like this has to deal with, again, opening your third eye intentionally, though, this time around. Because for some of you, it's like you've been running around in circles for, I'm hearing, for 1 to 3 years. For some of you, it's as short as like 3 months. You've been running around in circles trying to figure out where you want to go to in life. I feel like that this is, again, mainly all about you, Scorpio. I'm not feeling this deck. The deck is too stiff in my hands. I don't like it. Actually, I'm going to move to another Oracle deck. So let's go ahead and keep going on this. So I'm hearing that there is someone that you've been trying to figure out if they're a foxy or if they are a fox. Could be that you're trying to figure out if someone's energy is player energy, like as in they are an actual player, or if this person is also not a player, but it's just this energy that they throw off. So for some of you, because of how this person is, it has led you back to yourself. Because for some of you, it's like you have prayed, you have really tried to get the truth out of this person and try to figure out the truth with this person. And it's like no matter what you do, for some of you, it's closure from someone from the past. It's like you have spent so long trying to figure this out, trying to figure out what's happening with this connection. And so because of that, it's only led you back to yourself. So you see what I'm saying? My guides are showing me someone, a man specifically, and he's running this never-ending marathon. And you've already figured out this person way back there. This person in that storyline is way back there. It's not even in your present anymore, is what I'm hearing. Some of you, it's like it is in your present, but in a different way, this connection with this person. And honestly, this person, what I'm getting is that this person is already unattainable. So like, let's say it's a love connection and you were actually committed to this person. It wasn't just a talk. I feel like that for you, it was like you sat there, it ended, and you've been chasing after it for so long. You've been chasing. And now you finally caught up to yourself and where you're meant to be. See what I'm saying? I also feel like it's expansion. So for a lot of you, by the way, my readings are timeless. So when you find this, you're meant to find it. Okay, it will apply. If it doesn't apply, again, check out my other readings. All my readings are timeless, so you can go back to readings I did like 6 months ago, and they may like really just check it out. Anyways, okay. So I feel like that again. This connection, it's just like a never. It was like it's like some of you are like fucking. Okay, this is gonna relate, especially if you are a masculine Scorpio. Okay. You've been running you've been running around in this circle in like a hamster wheel over and over again, especially if you are Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, with this connection, with multiple connections. It's like you don't even fully pass the baton off to the past to let it stay in the past. And because of that, it's been bringing up a lot of like an upheaval in your emotional state is what I'm hearing. Okay. Ooh, I like this. I like this kind of reading where I just let it go. Anyways, let's go ahead and get some more information. Yeah, I told you. Some of you, it's led you right back to yourself, this connection. It's like, again, reevaluating all these connections in your life have led you back to you. You can turn to you now. Some of you, it's like you're finally able to be reliable with yourself. Reliable, as in when things upset you, you're learning to not cling on to them too much. You're learning to not overanalyze them or investigate them. You're kind of letting them go and letting them fly. And it's like, leave the chips where they lie. Anyways, let's go ahead and keep going though. Angel of Love. For some of you, it was honestly a lesson in self-soothing is what I'm hearing. Learning how to soothe yourself with your emotions. You may have come up in a family where you were not taught how to process your emotions or how to communicate your emotions properly. I'm hearing that some of you were even made fun of. That's not cool, and I'm sorry that you went through that. But compassion, I have a lot of compassion for that kind of stuff because been there, done that. But honestly, it's like with this, there's so many different connections. I don't feel like it's all about romance though. For some of you, because you've been able to become closer to yourself after evaluating and reevaluating all these different areas and all these different situations in your life, it's actually brought you closer to your child, is what I'm hearing. So Scorpio, that's where y'all are currently at. Now, I feel like that's, nope. Wow, okay, those are interesting cards to come out though. I feel like that for some of you, it's gotten to the point where you have grown quite wearying. Some of you, it's like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. That's a song by Michael Jackson. Some of you, it's like you would come back around to different connections and you're just like, yeah, no, leave me alone. And then for some of you, it's like what you're trying to differentiate right now is what is a good connection, what isn't a good connection, what suits me and my higher self, and what doesn't suit me and my higher self, what is poisonous, and what is, I'm hearing, benign. Okay. Adjacent possibilities. Some of you, it's like getting out of your head. Force could be a thing here. Getting out of your head. I feel like that this reading is coming up because for some of you, it's like you're not taking the time to just be. You're spending too much time in your mental state because now you've been able to open up more emotionally and be more vulnerable. And I'm hearing very, very honest with yourself, more than you've been in quite some time. And because of that, it has opened up these doorways to possible other connections. However, because it's like some of y'all are still on that hamster wheel and some of you are getting out of that hamster wheel is what I'm hearing. Pardon me. You've been getting out of that hamster wheel. Don't break my heart. Don't break my heart. Don't throw it away. So that lyric from that song is coming up to me. So I feel like for some of you, it's like because of the fact of what has happened. Dude, sorry, I was getting a message. Because of what has happened in the past with, I feel like a certain romantic connection For some of you, it's like one significant romantic connection that you were committed to this person, and then you've reevaluated several other ones that you have been connected to that wasn't a commitment. And that's what's led you here, because it's like some of you finally given off the baton for that certain connection, so you're ready to move forward. But it's like, who with? It's like an option kind of energy. And for some of you, it's like kind of led you into confusion. But what you're really looking for is someone that's not going to break your heart. Someone that's going to, I'll never break your heart. I'll never make you cry. Without you, I'll give you all of me, honey, that's no lie. That's how some of y'all want to be with, some of you, it's a few people, and you're trying to figure out who is really there for you, who would be the best option, so you're kind of distancing yourself. And then for some of you, it's like, you know exactly who it is. Magician in the mirror. You know exactly who it is. For some of you, it's like a person that's your complete polar opposite. But anyways, let's go ahead and get back to the Scorpio, though. Thank you. I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to have to grab a different deck. I like to set up my readings with a variety of decks, and then depending on what's going on in the energy, so pardon me. I don't practice Santa Maria. I ain't got no crystal ball. Yes, I do. I ain't had them. Y'all, sorry. There's a fellow tarot reader, and I don't think she'll care. She's got heavy Scorpio in her chart. Her name is Tarot Tamadeno. Please go check her out. She's absolutely awesome. I consider her a good friend. But anyways, she and a mentor too. But she she posted this TikTok the other day, and it's just funny. And she does this to me every time. Anyways. Whew. I'm trying to get back into the energy, but I'm choosing the Santa Muerte deck. I feel like this deck is so Scorpio energy to me, because I mean, just look at it. Just look at it. Anyways, so Scorpio, what else is coming out for Scorpio? There's a situation where someone is diabolical and you know it. It's someone that is from your past. It's not that romantic connection that you healed from. It's someone else. Some of you have been trying to figure out what this energy is for some time. Some of you feel like, first of all, some of you pinpointed this energy, like your intuition was screaming at you. But because you weren't necessarily listening to the right guides, and you also weren't listening to, you weren't listening to your heart. So you sat there, and I know what this is like. It's when you're extremely empathic, but you're not in high vibration. It can lead you to have intense mix-ups in your energy. Like what you feel is one person is actually this person's energy. What you feel is this person's energy is actually this person's energy. Some of you have finally pinpointed who is diabolical and who is not. Some of you, it's like you also pushed yourself away from a really good connection because you felt like that person was diabolical and was, controlling. And then you've come to find out that this person is not controlling. I say controlling because this is the Four of Pentacles. However, this is when it comes to this deck, it's the controlling card. Look at her. She's sitting here and she's hovering. Could be someone that was manipulative with money, like said that they had a lot of money or they were really set financially. So some of you, it was like you were really judging a book based off its cover. So it looked like that they really had their funds all set and whatnot. And then in all reality, they didn't. So you've come to realize that. And I don't think that money is an issue here. I don't really think that you care about money. The whole point is the fucking lie. It's like, don't paint yourself up to have this big picture, this big life. And it's like, for some of you, it's someone that you chose over this other connection because you've healed from that past connection, that person that you were committed with. That's over. Some of you, I'm hearing, finally, you have healed from it. Now, you assumed because you weren't trusting and channeling in the right energy, you could have had an addiction issue of some sort, whether it was sex, drugs, alcohol, rock and roll, right? Anyways, so when it comes to this situation, it's like when you sit there and you think that someone is this, when it's really this person over here. It was someone that you hung out with all the time. I'm hearing that you hung out with them within the last 6 months in person multiple times. And this person, if it's not money, it's definitely someone that is, what I'm getting is that it is someone who is very smooth with their words. It's like you thought that they were being real with you, but what you realize is that they had siren energy. Okay, so the difference between a siren and a mermaid. Let's talk about this. Okay, a siren, because everyone can take all this energy, masculine or feminine. Okay, so a siren is someone who sits there, and what a mermaid does is a mermaid will save you and try to pull you up out of the muddy waters, like little Ariel. Now, a siren, which would be like a mermaid from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, oh, thank you, is someone that's going to lure you to your fucking death. Someone that only wants to take. Someone that, honestly, it's like a vampire energy when it comes to your emotions, leading you on, pulling you out into the dark, right? That's siren energy. I feel like you accidentally thought that someone was a mermaid when they were a siren while you disregarded the mermaid, is what I'm getting. Merman. I had to get it out. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get more. Some of you, it's like I'm hearing that you're trying to like rush me for guidance, and it's not going to happen. You're going to get guidance at the very end. But I feel like that when it comes to your mind state, I feel like that for some of you, you're heading into far and nicer waters. I also feel like we have Ace of Wands. I feel like that for some of you, not all who wander are lost. So I'm being told that for some of you, it's like where you're at currently is where the mermaid. I am really referring to energies with mermaid and sirens. I am so happy right now. You have no idea. Anyways, so for some of you, it's like, come seek us where our voices sound. We cannot sing above the ground. An hour long you'll have to look to remember what we took. That was, yes, indeed, what the little golden egg says. I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd. Anyways, so for some of you, it's like you're trying to figure out and rush and not waste time when it comes to connecting with the mermaid. Because some of you, it's like, not all who wander are lost. Some of you, it's like where you're at right now is where this person was a year ago, and you're beginning to realize that, again, because of that third eye being cracked open. Some of you, it's like you like to whistle too. I'm hearing whistle while you work. Also, when it comes to some of you, you got to stop beating yourself up for how you misjudged someone. Really. That's coming up heavily. I feel like it's the mermaid energy. Some of you misjudged them because of things that were going on in their life at the time that you met them. And because of that, you were like, I'm the fuck out of here. Now you're beginning to realize again that you mixed energies. Your intuition was screaming at it. Oh no, this siren is not who you want. You want the mermaid. In the big picture, you want the mermaid. So again, you're beginning to realize that you are where this mermaid was at last year. And because of that, it's honestly built you up to, for some of you, it's a severe heart chakra awakening where you learn to accept yourself where you currently are. But it's also you accepting the decisions that you have made in the past. And not getting too upset with yourself. Anything else before we move to guidance? Just want to say thank you so much for your likes, share, subscribes. If you'd like to book a reading with me, I'm currently booking like a week and a half out, I want to say. So please feel free to message me on Facebook, Instagram. I don't really want you to message me on TikTok because I don't really know how to use the messaging on TikTok. So please don't be offended. And then when it comes to like my email, do that as well. I'm trying to get focused back on y'all's energy. I think that some of y'all distracted yourself from the mermaid with the Siren intentionally. Some of you did it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. Anything else? I'm hearing walk on water or drown. Some of you, it's like, some of you are finally choosing to make a decision. Some of you are finally making the decision about who you wish to move forward with. Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups. I say that because I feel like that some of you, it's like leaving a person out. I feel like that it's going to bring you, it's honestly, I have Sweet Surrender in my head by Sarah McLachlan. It's honestly like you're going to have a sweet release when it comes to focusing more on the mermaid and not the siren. Because it's like this person, it's like not only through all of this chaos over the last couple of years, have you finally come back to you and who you are. You also finally realize who do you love and who is worth your love. Star card, Aquarius. And the Devil, Capricorn. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, look. A mermaid, a siren, look at the difference in those cards. Some of y'all, I feel like the majority of y'all are going to make the right decision. So don't sit here and go back into that marathon. Don't go on that hamster wheel. Don't do it. Okay. And sit here and go back and forth with these two, like you were doing with all those other connections that led them back to you. You found you. So you honor you and you take time to choose. Okay. Don't sit here and rush it. There's no need to rush. There's no need to rush. You finally found you. After all this time, that ain't fair to you and your higher self to rush it. You don't rush shit. Okay, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and move to... I'm so sorry for clearing my throat so much. I've been doing a lot of talking today. So, let's go ahead and get some guidance for you, Scorpio. Learning experience. Well, I'll be damned. It could be dealing with a Virgo, perhaps. Forgiveness and understanding. I feel like this is something we already talked about. Wow. Scorpio. I feel like that the guidance right now, I'm going to show you the cards. They're absolutely gorgeous. This is, I'm using the Energy Oracle cards as well as the Angel Guide Oracle from Kyle Gray and the Santa Muerte deck, and then those Karma Oracle cards. Scorpio, I feel like that some of you, it's like coming to this reading, and some of you, you were in muddy waters, or you have been in muddy waters when it comes to these I feel like that it's been finally broken down to these two connections. And it's like you don't want to waste your time because you finally found yourself. So, excuse me, I'm so sorry. But it's because you finally found yourself. It's time for you to like enjoy yourself. You know, for some of you, it's like you've cut off your own creativity, your own divinity. Some of you feel like you even cut off your own divinity because of... I'm running as fast as I can. That's from a movie. I don't remember what movie. Anyways, the guidance is to love yourself, to accept where you are now, and to also, honestly, remember, some of y'all really got to work on your throat chakra, because I have not had such issues in such a long time. I'm just going to take some Florida water and help myself here. But it's... I'm so sorry. I feel like these cards speak for themselves. Okay? I'm gonna leave it at that. Because honestly, it's like you've already learned from everything. You've already gone on that hamster wheel. And it's like, do not go back on the hamster wheel. You already learned the lessons. So why relearn them? See what I'm saying? So to avoid going on that hamster wheel again, accept that you can make mistakes and that you don't have to beat the shit out of yourself for making mistakes. And then also accept yourself for where you're at, because you've done the work and you've gone on this journey so far and you've done a hell of a job. So it's time to take a breather and actually enjoy the growth that you're experiencing. So anyways, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Thank you.